viewers, the time has come. It's here. It's time for judging Scandalicious. Okay, episode 1, season 4. So for our scandal reviews, I'm gonna be wearing the black hat, okay? Because I don't wear the white hat, I wear the black hat. And also today it's even more fitting because we're gonna wear the black hat for our good and dear friend Harrison, who, bless the Lord, he had to go on to Zion because he couldn't keep his hands off his wife. Let's just get into it so we can hurry up and get what out of it. So I'll give a little disclaimer that I am a gladiator, okay? I'm not necessarily a gladiator, but I definitely am a fan of Scandal. So I'm a little biased. I mean, I see the stuff, but I kind of like it. So I'm just going to give that little disclaimer. I might not be as hard, but we'll see. We'll see. I'm just going to admit I totally fangirl. I was like, oh my God, I cannot. So we wake up on the beaches of Zanzibar. I'm going to tell you what, I don't know what Miss Kerry Washington did all year, but it involved some serious diarrhea. It had to, because the girl is thin. You couldn't tell. I mean, some of the scenes, like, they might be trying to cover it up a little smidge, like still some drapey stuff, still some black stuff, but her face was just completely back to, she was looking great. And who do we see? We see my boy Jake. Yes, Lord. We see Jake rocking his nice castaway beard. I was like, oh my God, I'm tripping. My husband was a little bit jealous over there. Don't worry, baby, it's all for you. They doing well. They doing fabulous. And Liv gets some mail, Lord. And Jake says, well, just ignore it. You know, we don't got to read it. You know, we here, we're comfortable. Just, you already know that it ain't from nobody good. Nobody good knows where we are, so you shouldn't be answering this mail. Just like a black woman, what Liv do? She's like, all right, just kidding. Turn right around and open it. Exactly what I would have done. My husband was like, that's you. That is me. So, sure enough, it's news from the States that Harrison has left us. Bless. And Liv feels like this is the time for her to go back. The time has come. Somehow we go from scene 1, Liv looking happy to be wild and free. She is not her hair. Her hair is just looking wonderful. Nice 2-strand twist out happening there. And then somehow she gets off at Washington and she is silky smooth, okay? She had a just for me on the plane. Once she goes to Pope and Associates, and Lord, and let the repo man come for Pope and Associates. Everything's boxed up. It's shut down. Ain't nobody been there for a while. It looked like it had been abandoned, deserted. All her hard work is gone. I mean, let's be honest, it was just a little bit of a lost space anyway. But I'm just saying that stuff go straight to the bird. Times is hard in Scandal land because we got Olivia Pope and Associates boxed up. And then my man Huck had to get a real 9-to-5. You know, he had to go to that good monster.com and see what he could gather up. And what did he gather up? Nothing better than being a part of the Geek Squad. And he didn't want to do Olivia. He gives her the nay no. Kanye shrug, get out. Okay, and so now we gotta find where Abby at. Where's Abby? Abby got Olivia's job. She took Olivia's job and her coat because she was looking very nice. Everybody's coats on Scandal just gives me life. I just can't even live. I can't, because it's too much. It was fantastic. It was hitting her in all the places. So she robbed Olivia's job and her coat hanger. That is so messed up. And she also gave her the stank shoulder, like, no, I'm not talking to you. You played us. You left us. Forget you. Basically, the only person who is being loyal is Quinn. Bless Quinn for being loyal, but you know what? She kind of owes us because she spent all last season being a traitor. We going into the White House, you know, and Melly is just she's not doing well. She need Olivia Pope right now because she's struggling. My girl going through the White House, she ain't even trying. About a week ago, that's the last time she cared because she was rocking her good Uggs, pajamas, and her Fruit Loops was on deck. She didn't care. And I'm like, you know what, Melly, you go ahead. You know, you fall apart, Melly. You are allowed to fall apart because you know what? Her life has just been nothing but shame, and sadness. So I am happy for her that she got a chance to just, you know what? I'm just going to go batshit crazy for a couple minutes. Go ahead, Melly. I want to just go ahead and make an honorable mention to Cyrus's hair plugs this season. I don't know what that's supposed to be. I don't know why Shonda has decided to add that or wardrobe or whoever. But yeah, we definitely noticed the difference. He was like 2 seconds from ball last season, and now he got like a nice little Keanu Reeves spike going on. I don't know what that's about. I'm gonna go ahead and find there's a new player in Scandal Land, and it's none other than Portia de Rossi, aka Ellen DeGeneres' wife, BKA for the people who are in the know. She's from Arrested Development too, so I'm glad to see her getting some work. She had her nice little Hillary Clinton swag on. I think she's gonna be like a bad guy. They don't really completely explain who she is, or maybe they did, and I was just too busy getting my life. I was so happy that Scandal is back. So then we find out that Jake ain't just sitting around doing nothing either. Like, he has some business of his own. So he went to do what? Intimidate the only person in the show that's intimidated by him, my boy David Rosen. Oh, and also the dearly departed James. May he rest in peace. But David Rosen, the only person that Jake can really boss around. So he had to go shake him down for a minute and to be like, hey, what you do with all them files I stole for you? I risked my life. And David was like, man, that stuff is scary as hell. I don't want to do it. It was like, use a pussy. And then he left. So, of course, Liv would be remiss to visit Washington, D.C. and I say hello to her daddy. He is just up to no good. But I want to go ahead and give a little minute to just take a moment of silence for Liv's makeup today because it was flawless. It looked great. Her baby weight is smooth gone. Her face is sucked to the gods. I mean, just 1 minute. Just bless. Liv, her daddy tell her, like, yeah, I popped your mama, but I did not kill Harrison. Yes, your mama is dead. I'm going to tell you that as a side note, but no, it was not me indeed who killed Harrison, which is technically true if you guys remember, but it was that big, scary Secret Service dude, Tom. Tom did it. Liv was just like, you know what? I've been over here getting busted wide open on this island for God knows how long. I'm not used to the way this stuff goes down. Liv had a moment. She had a little human moment where she was just like, you killed my mama? The north side was getting to Liv, but she got back on the ball. I'm a little bit surprised that she still believes anything that her dad says after this, you know, like, he done lied to you like how many times before. Cyrus tried to shake down my girl Abby, who did look a little shook and shaken, because Cyrus is scary. And he was just like, you needed to tell me that this girl was back in town, because you know she got the president like that, okay? He is sprung. How she get me? So he went and told the president that she is here. And the president was like, well, I mean, you know, like, see what she doing, but, like, don't, like, tell nobody that you did that for me. Thanks, bye. Then my girl Melly, she just still, you know, she's still swinging from the chandelier, drinking on the balcony. Apparently, find a little hint that maybe the president might have tried to, you know, off himself a little bit ago. We wasn't there for that, but apparently that has happened, so we're gonna see what that's about. It's coming up. He go ahead and, you know, try to see what's going on with Melly, and Melly just like, hey, I'm tripping. I'm paranoid. I'm tripping. And he was like, well, just to add to your paranoia, Liv is back. Her little record skipped a little bit, like, erp. And she was just like, well, how about this? It's when, not if, you go check this girl out. Just tell me when you do. Just be straight up. I ain't got time. My baby is dead. I don't got time. When you go bust that open, just let me know what you did so I can get my VD stuff checked up. Because you know she been on the beach with all them islanders, you know, getting it from God knows who. So Fist is like, nah, that ain't what's about to happen. I'm not going to do that. She was like, you lying. He was like, no, I'm telling the truth. She was like, nah, you lying. He was like, I'm telling the truth. She was like, you lying. Of course, we all know he is lying. Liv was there and she was watching the president on the low, and I was like, girl, you better change that channel for Jake kiss your ass. And she did. And so somebody knocked at her door. I was like, nope, I'm not Jesus. Don't come to me with your troubles. But she opened the door. You know, you gotta learn how to use that peephole, child. And so she ended up stuck in another case, you know, back to being Olivia Pope for real. Liv's coat game is just impeccable. I just skipped all that little drama stuff. We already know that she was gonna do it, the case and blah. That happened. Regardless, Liv's coat game is just sickening. Like, seriously, where do you get your coats from? Like, I'm just over you. I mean, does anybody have that many coats? Like, most people have like one good coat. I mean, I'm from the north, so maybe that's why we have like one coat. We about getting warm, not about looking that cute. I mean, my coat game is still nice, but it's not that nice. Girl, you killed me 1,000 times. Bless. Perv and Parks and Recreation got a job. That's very, very good. Shonda getting everybody cars. Like, go on, Shonda. I appreciate it. You know, she's giving everybody jobs. New York Times, take that. Millie she just ain't gonna make it. And she's falling apart. And she just go to her child's grave, just any old damn thing that she could find. And I'm like, Melly, now you can fall apart a little bit, but dang. Paparazzi and whatnot got the first lady on the ground and her eating Cheerios. Get your ass up. Get your ass up. We going into Liv's bedroom real quick, and Jake is in there, and he ain't wasting no time. He like, you know, let's have some good Washington, D.C. sex while we here. And I'm like, you know what? This is the season of Jake. Like, I'll go ahead and just sprinkle and don the season of Jake. Okay, yes, we know Jake is going to get played. He always do, bless his heart. But this is the season of Jake, because Jake was like, girl, shut up. And I don't want to hear him out. I'm trying to, you know, get it in real quick in this good hotel room before we go back to the island where I'm going to get it in on the island where I probably got it in on the plane just 15 minutes before. You know what, Jake? That's right. Because she played you for like 2 years. Like, you get it in everywhere you want to, Jake. She was like, let me just talk to you about this case real quick. And Jake was just like, man, here we go. You trying to go back to him, huh? She was like, nah. And he was like, no, you trying to go back to him. You know, she tried to deny it. You know, she had the same Fitz Melly thing where it was just like, nah. He was like, yeah. She was like, nah. He was like, yeah. She was like, nah. He was like, yeah. Jay got a little puffy chested, okay? He was like, boop, he could never hit it like I hit it. And I was like, well, let me stop you there. Because he was hitting it way before you hit it. And even while you was hitting it, she was still going over to get him to hit it. So I'm thinking might be a little out of bounds. But it's still the season of Jake. I'm a fan. I'm a little bit biased. So go on. We had to just go on to Harris's funeral real quick. It was just sad. But I bet you Scandal got a bomb soundtrack. Like, I need to find the Scandal soundtrack. Because every time it come out, I'd be like, oh my God, here we go. You know, my husband, he has no idea why I know all these songs. It's like it's built in the black soundtrack. Like when you're born, it's in the iPod. It's in your black iPod of your brain. Everybody knows all these songs. I was having a moment at Harrison's funeral. I was gonna be the president, right? I was like coming because he knew that Liv was doing his funeral. But no, it had to be Daddy's creepy ass in the background trying to pull a Snoop Dogg and Baby Boy like, zzz, zzz. Like what? We could see you. What's the point of having tinted windows if you're gonna roll them down? That's so stupid. Crazy Melly is sitting there saying like, you know, look, there's some stuff I ain't about to take no more. One thing I'm about to take no more is checking up on you. Second thing I'm about to not take up no more, I'm just not gonna take it. Like, I'm tripping. So Melly learned, like, her husband liked black girls, and Melly decided to start acting like a black girl. She's like, this is what I ain't gonna take. I ain't waxing. I ain't doing this, and I ain't doing that. And you can get with it, or you can get to stepping. I was like, go, Melly, go. So finally, it's time for Liv to leave, and poor Jakey Poo, even though it's the Steves and a Jake, okay? Jake is trying to pretend that they actually are leaving, and it's like, boy, you know she ain't leaving. And that was just pretty much the whole thing. Just gonna go ahead and give the FYI. Abby might want to start just calling up the unemployment office. You right down the street. Call them up just in case. I'm just saying. Call them up. Liv and the president, of course, cross paths because Washington, D.C. is about this big, apparently. And neither one of them say nothing. I was like, well, damn. You could say what up at least. Like, y'all used to have sex. Like, you could at least be like, hey, glad you cool. Just somebody that I used to know. Like, you would say hi to your veterinarian on the street. The dude who was hitting that from the back in the Oval Office, you can't say hi to? That's messed up. And then they go by and you see Olivia walking. And she gives the camera a little, like, smile. Like, girl, Olivia is so happy to have walked past a white man and kept her legs closed. I can't even say. Like, this is a good day for her, and she deserves the gold star. You guys have to excuse my excitement on this one. I have been waiting so long for Scandal to come back, so I'm a little tripped out. Hopefully next week, when I don the black hat again, I can keep my composure just a little bit longer, but it was great. It was fantastic. Shonda knew exactly what we've been waiting for. She's been reading the comments. She's been reading everything. She knows. She's watching Facebook, Twitter, Black Twitter. She knows what we've been waiting for, and she brought it all, except for Columbus Short. He just can't get right. So other than that, he couldn't come. But everybody else, she knew exactly what we wanted to see. We saw some nasty fashion, you know, a lot of shirtless men was going on. You know, we seen Olivia with a kinky twist, and I am living today. I'll see you next week when I rock the black hat again. Bye.